Is we good? You really got Disorderlies playing too. That's crazy.
My sister loved that movie. I literally had to just send her she was like, he didn't just die. I said, yeah, girl, the light skin one. She was like, nah.
The light skin one?
Drip.
Yeah, the light skin one.
Has he ever been referred to as the light skin one before? I wish he I hope he has, but I don't know.
You see Buffy and goddamn Roxy?
And you're not wrong. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But see, if you know the person you're talking to, you have to differentiate. You understand?
Of course.
My sister thought, we already know one of them died way before.
Facts.
So I just wanted to differentiate. It's not the one that died way before. It's this one that died right now.
The light skin one.
The light skin one. Facts. Exactly.
Drip the light skin one.
Yeah, Drip is the light skin.
The extra light skin one.
The very light skin one.
Is that the name of this episode? The light skin one?
Yeah.
No.
That nigga is the wrestling podcast and John B. Don't listen to
what people say.
I used to love that song. I used to
love that John B had more than one song.
That's funny. He had a couple songs.
His essential slap.
He had a couple hits.
Yeah, he got some.
You only hear on the radio.
Oh, they don't go deep.
And what's the other one? It was just playing radio.
So y'all, that's you only hear from y'all.
That's fine. You're right. And that's from WBLS side, not from Hot 97 side. But you're right.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
What's the difference?
I just found out.
One is older.
Oh.
Yeah, one is just straight R&B, mostly.
One is for old people.
WBLS
That's
is like
us. That would be us.
Low key.
Jesus Christ.
I'm in that too, I guess.
I mean,
Nah. You were 7 when Big died, nigga.
I was about to say,
we were 7. I feel like I'm in that because my mom always listened to Kiss FM, and then once Kiss FM turned to WBLS with all the old hits and stuff like that, so I can gravitate more to WBLS.
I feel you, but I think even for me, like WBLS, I feel it's a little. I was a little young to be to be listening to BLS at that point when I was getting to listen to the radio. It was a little older, like that, because they had the one. It was like, didn't they have a hip hop show later on in the evening?
Yeah, I think more the hip hop stuff came from the Williams side, like.
But it was still like R&B songs with a rap like verse. It wasn't like whole rap.
Because FM was mostly all old school R&B from the 70s and 80s.
It was like
hip hop moved out on the R&B tip with a pop appeal to it.
No, because there was no pop appeal. There was no pop appeal. It was
pop appeal.
It was what your mama was listening to.
In the car, going home.
Right.
I used to hate it. I'm like, can we listen to 7, please?
Facts. We didn't
appreciate it.
And the other, we didn't get BLS a lot, but we got DAS in Philly, and DAS was the same shit. It was just
I never heard of that.
Drip like nigga. I don't know none of this shit.
I would say I was 2 when Biggie died. I was 2. I had just turned.
You was alive when Biggie died. You were alive when Biggie died.
Y'all call me a baby.
No, well, he's a child. No, he's an actual child.
Facts. That nigga's dad is right next to the camera.
He drinks Moscato. Those weren't jokes. He really.
Oh yeah.
I'm turning 26.
He just got out of 4th period.
Got it.
Got out of or had.
Does he have curfew?
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up soon.
We gotta wrap this up for you. You got curfew, bro.
Damn.
Yo.
You
now when I'm paying my own. No, I got my own place. Got my own setup.
Here he goes.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. His dad is working the camera.
Yo, my nigga say
he's proud. He's so proud.
My nigga say his company don't have to be quiet at all.
Damn shit.
Hey, wait till next week. Michael will come on next week.
Is he?
I'll have him
coming to the Hovio Fest.
Don't play. The red light is on. Don't play. Is he going to be on the show?
To the Hovio Fest.
I told him he has to call in at least.
What reason why I say it's the Hovio Fest is because
David's got
our white son.
He got them hoes.
He's a big Drake fan, right?
Right. Huge.
See, look, he has
He got a whole owl on his arm.
He got Drake tattooed on his chest.
Oh wow.
So he can be close to him when he goes to sleep. So to commemorate that, we said It's not the OVO Fest. It's the Hovio Fest. We have
for your birthday.
For his birthday.
See,
I like that.
And he gave me the finger for this shit.
Ain't it because you called him a hoe?
No.
Oh.
Yes, but
he said he got the. I told him he got the hose, but you.
No, he definitely don't have a hoe. He don't have a hoe.
He called him a hoe.
Look at him.
For your birthday?
Yeah,
he called him a hoe.
Listen,
I like his brunette.
No, that's
right.
He ain't even flipped his hair on him yet. He ain't even flipped his hair on him yet.
No, flip your hair, Drip. Flip your hair. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
what is going on here?
Okay.
What is going on here? Is the question.
I don't know. And they flipped his hair, and they was like, "Oh, I see it. I see it."
He flipped his hair. He got the Perk Plus in the day.
I mean, I'll just say there's a reason I drink Moscato, and I'll leave it at that.
Selsun.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
It's a mess. It's already a disaster, but I love it. This is good stuff. Niggas is back, and niggas is black,
and Drip
is in the building. As always, it's the Black Rasslin Podcast, giving y'all shit. What are we giving y'all? We're giving y'all Black History Month from a nigga perspective. It's your boy Cal, representing RockTheDub.com, but you already knew that. The squad plus 2 is on the line. I want the squad to say what's up first, and then we'll introduce our special guest this week.
Yo, IlFam79 on your social media choice, aka the $30 man, Ted CBIC, the doctor.
To Drip, IlFam and Cal, it's all love. Salute. That's real love. The only thing that comes above this loot. At Mav Damon. Damon.
And I'm Davis, aka Drip, undisputed stat guy, the J White Boy at BRP.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Don't do that. No, see, this is the energy we're not trying to have right now.
One more time, Drip. Show them that Perk Plus. Let's see that Selsun blue.
Stop. This week, at least for most of the show, we'll have both of those wrestling girls with us. Krista B, Queen PR. I was going to ask y'all later, but y'all were inspired by the evolution of women in pro wrestling, and that made y'all want to start a podcast?
Yes. So it's funny. We wanted to start a podcast before Evolution happened because I met P through her twin sister, and
it's 2 of y'all.
It's 2 of them.
Yeah.
But they look anything alike. Like when I say they're fraternal, they're the epitome of what fraternity twins look like.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He is taller.
You don't say.
There is 2 of us.
They're lighter, but they're twins.
Got you.
We were all writing for a publication just for a little bit, and
who? You don't want to say?
Huh? Oh, it was called Day Summit.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him, but he's well known. It was put together by Scott Morris, and we were all in the same room at my alma mater, my undergrad, John Jay. And I think I had mentioned something to the effect of, "Oh snap, I'm missing wrestling." And Pete was like a Christmas tree, like you.
It was like salt and pepper at the call center.
Yes.
Right. Moment. And I was like, yeah, I watch wrestling. Like, I just gotta watch it. And that's how we started talking. And it went from me talking to her sister every day to me talking to her every day.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And then she texted me one day, was like, they're having an all women's pay-per-view. And I'm just like, I know. And she's like, we have to go. So of course we went. And then we was like, no, we have to really sit down and record this. So I was already at Brick Arts Media in downtown Brooklyn. And I was like, right, we can record here. And we recorded our first episode and we put it out. And then it just like shot through after that.
That's what's up.
So Evolution was like the battery in the back, but we was already talking about starting a podcast and bringing how we feel about wrestling to the light.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was the women's evolution for me that got me back into watching wrestling because I was watching Total Divas and I had got the network.
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry, cut you. It was specifically Total Divas?
No.
Okay.
Not specifically, but I did fall in love with the Bella Twins and Naomi and all of them from watching Total Divas and seeing like a lot of the behind the scenes. But what got me back into watching it was the network and the documentaries, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So that's it. Yeah. So then we ended up starting the podcast, and then we never looked back.
Every time The Rock was making an appearance, my ass was on watching TV.
There
so
you go.
if I to see the women wrestle,
that's something different.
Who was the first black superstar that y'all remember seeing on television?
The Rock.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Which era?
His debut was Survivor Series in '96.
Rocky Maivia.
When you tell Rock's era, you kind of got to do this like this Rock, like when Rock started.
When he had the pineapple.
Right, like when Rock. Now when Rock, that was hit. Rock was. God bless you, Rock.
You all right?
Thank you. I just sneezed.
She's allergic. She is allergic to rock slander.
That's more Krista.
That's me. He is a whole Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Like we argue about this all the time.
Yeah.
You drink beers like Stone Cold?
No, I put up the middle finger like Stone Cold though.
Damn, that was for you.
I like me a black girl I can drink a little bit of beer.
But you know what's funny? The first black wrestler I remember seeing, but I didn't realize it was Ahmed Johnson. But I didn't realize it because I was so young, but that's before I was like invested in it. But I remember him vividly for some reason.
Because they had knee pads for days.
He had like
I think it was like because he had like one random string on his bicep for some reason, and with the glistening,
because he used to shoot dope in his free time, and he forgot.
He forgot. You know, he ain't have that friend to be like, yo, like
he be looking at it. He shoot the dope in front of his kids. He look, don't do what I do.
Don't do what I do.
Don't you never let me see you catch you doing this. Don't be like your dad.
Don't be like your dad. Yeah.
You got to be better than me.
Be better than me.
These are personal stories. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of trauma here. Is what it is, you know.
Personal.
Jesus Christ. Davis, have you called your father today? Did you talk to your father?
I saw him a couple days ago.
He talked to us earlier.
He checked in.
What did he say?
Yeah, facts.
Can I look at the bag?
Fucking stupid.
My dad sounds like I got these cheeseburgers.
Yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Don't you act like that during Black History Month.
Don't do that. Yeah, do not disrespect.
Hey, get him out of
He
here.
was watching Menace
Do not
Society.
disrespect.
Get him out of here.
We made him watch Menace.
I told you it was ECW compared to Boys in the Hood's WWF.
Which one was New Jack?
Which character?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Which character was New Jack? Oh, that's easy.
I think it has to be. It has to be Old Dog. Yeah, just because. I mean,
because Old Dog never got caught.
Old Dog did get caught. He got caught at the end.
Did he?
Yeah. He also had a homicide caught on camera.
Yeah,
he had to take.
He had two homicides.
Yeah, selling this mother for $59.95.
Facts. Look at that. They like, yo, why the fuck did we come?
I'm sorry. That's where it went.
No,
thing. I promise you.
That's where it went. No,
this
that's where
is
it went.
the best.
They like, yo, why the fuck did we come?
Because I didn't. Okay, so I've watched Menace to Society. But I mostly watched Don't Be a Menace South Central. Rodriguez used to know good.
Me too, because I get them mixed up.
Get them out of here.
Bad.
You get them mixed
I
up.
didn't want to say it because
no.
Said, yo, I have to.
Yeah, I saw that.
The crackhead and don't be a minister of Century.
Right.
Was that the same dude?
It could have been
the same crackhead.
It could have been.
Drip, can you look that up, please? I don't know if it was the same dude. Look up the dude in Menace to Society and then see what the rest of his credits are.
Can I get the
Yo, it's not.
I don't think it's the same guy. But
the dope fiend and
Black History Month. It's not right.
It's
Facts.
a classic film. It's a classic film. This is why he's here.
I'm trying to save your life as a fellow Pisces.
But I'm the undisputed stat guy. I gotta.
This is literally he said it. I mean, it's up to y'all.
Don't tell him to look it up. Don't tell him to look it up.
Drip, it's your job.
At some point, we need to confirm if that was the same person, though. That wasn't my question either.
All right, we'll send it to you on Twitter, and y'all can retweet it out.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Okay. Because y'all were mentioning the evolution, and recently on social media, y'all tweeted we about to let's book Evolution 2.
Right.
It was about a day ago since we're recording, so I was wondering, were there any matches that stuck out, or like people whose names were just mentioned in a number of different sheets that people were coming up with?
A lot of Sasha Banks,
a lot of Naomi, a lot of Bianca Belair.
Any surprises? Any Lanas?
That would be P's realm. I'm not here for Lana.
I'm a Lana fan.
A fan?
Yes.
It's enough for me.
Twin, get out of here, Twin.
A fan?
Wait, why can't I be a fan of Lana?
I'm not saying you can't be. I'm just wondering why.
Why?
So again, I watch Total Divas, and y'all not gonna come for Total Divas either.
No.
Oh, so you don't want to hear my Nia Jax takes it all?
That's different. That's different.
Wait.
Hold on. P, you the Sasha Banks fan, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, we both like Sasha.
But I thought you was like Sasha Banks.
Yeah. You can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
So how the fuck did the Lana thing is? I'm bugging.
See,
right
but this is what
here's his take. You know how Issa was like, she's gonna root for everybody black.
Facts.
He's gonna root for every woman on the roster. Which I love her for.
But look, which
I love her for. But sometimes, as a fan, you have to know how to differentiate. Like,
and I'm gonna tell you why. I love myself a multi-talented queen. Lana is extremely multi-talented.
All right.
And then if you don't know her talents, just Google her real quick. I actually wrote an article about her recently. I can give you all her credits, all her talents, and all her.
I know she's a dancer, and I know that she's acted.
Yes, but she's more than a dancer. Like she was in a
Bobby Lashley chisel.
Yes, but she was like a real professional dancer though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so she's, and she's very ambitious and she's very driven. So how can I not be a fan of someone that is literally making their dream come true? Like, I watched her on Total Divas. Like, I want to be considered a wrestler. I want to train. I want to be on the actual roster as a wrestler. And guess what? She's doing.
She's doing it.
Met her
she gets better. I met her at Access. She gets better every time she's in the ring. So for me, as an advocate for just fucking badass bitches, Lana's a badass bitch.
I mean, so you're the only one that can say, y'all the only ones that can say that on here. But this is my question though. This is my question though, because you're saying somebody that went out and followed their dreams. Let's say somebody with the same skill set that looks that look like me and you. Are they given the exact same opportunity?
No,
absolutely,
definitely not. And that's definitely not. I would never. But see, this is the thing I understand about WWE specifically is that you can have a very diverse skill set to succeed in WWE, being that it's also an entertainment company. So as someone that understands that, I can root for someone like Lana who has an extensive background, who is multi-talented and is excelling. You know, like they didn't want her to be a wrestler until they were like, Nia Jax was like, wait, look at your look. Why don't you you're good on the mic, remain a manager. She could have easily rested on that. And Lana said, I'm in the wrestling industry. Why wouldn't I try to excel as a wrestler? That to me makes sense. Period. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I can understand it. I can understand it. I respect it.
Yeah. But am I putting her on the same caliber as Sasha Banks in the ring as a wrestler?
You can't.
Oh no.
We're not gonna ask you to do.
You wasn't the one on the dope. No.
The background used to be so sad, yo, when they shoot the dope in the movies. Like, wishing on the stars.
Boom, boom, boom. Not wishing on the star. I like that song.
So did Uncle Jerry.
Right?
They got that Uncle Jerry, man. I used to love him. You know, he was so smooth. But he couldn't never. He couldn't never let it.
My laptop dying. I'll be right back.
Throw the whole laptop out.
Facts.
Throw the laptop out.
She
and
just ain't like
right behind it.
She just ain't like the nigga singing.
You know what? I gotta go real quick.
She really likes.
You gonna sing?
She really about to leave because of Mav singing.
See, I told you that's the first time. It won't be the last time.
It won't be.
I mean,
who's your favorite woman on the roster right now?
Favorite woman on the roster now?
There's only one answer.
Nah,
is there?
It's not.
Nah, I mean,
it's not. It's not.
We're talking. Wait. We're talking WWE right now.
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
AEW. Who are you saying from AEW?
I'm just asking questions. I'm just over here.
I was thinking WWE.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah, when you said the rock,
you don't really watch AEW.
It is you.
Thank you.
It's two people, cuz. It's legit. It's two people.
Okay.
Who is the two?
Come on, son. It's Bianca and Sasha.
Yes.
That's undisputed. You can't dispute that.
Roughest, toughest, quickest, fastest.
I thought that was Rage at first.
Nope. Bianca Belair sent me this shirt herself.
I thought that was my bad.
Bianca sent me this shirt herself. Okay.
Word. Yeah. No. Facts.
That's dope.
Y'all just had her on.
Yeah. But that was an
older
last year. We just put it out. We just put it out recently.
It don't matter.
It used to be behind a paywall, and then they. You mean
it don't matter, cause shit.
Fam know what's up. Fam know what's up.
Yeah. He got an OnlyFans. Y'all should. If y'all listening, tune in.
Wait, no, Fam is plugged in, and I don't know if anybody heard, but Fam was on. Shouts out to Emilio Sparks. Shout out to Vin. He was on Rassle Rap.
Nice.
Latest episode of Rassle Rap.
That was didn't even talk about wrestling. That was the best part.
See. All right, now what you about to say?
I get on, so we hop on, and they record through Zoom. So we hop on, and Sparks is on there. We waiting for Vin to get his tech together. Sparks got the hoodie pulled, drawstring. Yeah. He just don't look like he for it. I'm like, yo, you all right? And we just get to kicking it. And he was like, yo, really, I would rather do this than talk about wrestling. I said, hey, well, hit the record button, nigga. Let's go.
Exactly. Let me just score 24 real quick on you. I mean, like, you know, it's what like a hat, because it ended up being like a little more than a half hour, but it was, I don't want to say more entertaining than some people's podcasts, but I mean, it was a very good conversation. It's a very good conversation, not talking about nothing, but just talking about everything but pro wrestling.
Hold on, but Cal, you ain't and nobody else answered the motherfucking question.
What's the question?
It's the only two people.
Yeah, favorite.
And everybody rock with it.
That was universal answer.
I'm sorry. I got derailed because you said there were only two people. If I said Bailey, I would be wrong.
No.
Yeah, if I said Io Shirai, but
I mean 2 or 3 months ago, you'd have been right. Right now, you were wrong.
I was just wondering. Post
Rumble.
For the record, I don't think you're wrong.
Mine is definitely. I don't have to. I got 3. Sorry.
Who's the third?
I got Naomi.
Okay.
Bianca and Becky.
Becky who?
Lynch.
I was saying right now, but Becky.
Are you saying right now?
Yeah,
right now it's definitely Naomi and Bianca. But if it was right, I would have to
Becky. Sasha. Wow.
First of all, you know me better than that.
You a hater.
So I have to. No, I gotta. So let me ask the question that's out in the air. Are you taking Becky over Sasha?
Most definitely.
She has. She has. I heard you.
I gotta.
And this is why. This is why I choose Becky. I'm never taking anything from Sasha. You understand? Like Sasha, literally, I did not.
You did.
I did not. I'm not taking nothing away from Sasha. Sasha has literally worked tooth and nail from the beginning of whatever. But for me, how Lana is for P, Becky is for me.
It's not just Lana though. I advocate for all of them in the same. I don't want to be like a Lana stan. Like
she's a Lana stan. Like don't put that stigma.
And me and P have spoken about this in previous episodes. When they came into the Four Horsewomen, Becky was the most lost in the shuffle. You understand? Like watching her from her NXT days up until now, and watching her transformation, her actually finding her footing. She literally like changed and transformed and manifested everything that she wanted. I'm not saying I'm not saying that I'm putting her over Sasha because I'm taking anything from Sasha. But in my book, I root for the underdog, and Becky was definitely that underdog. So yes, and I was there when Becky won that Mania at 35. I was there.
You were sitting behind him. We know.
Well, I was gonna.
Thank you for going on my profile. Thank you.
Hold on.
But no, like I choose Becky. Like Sasha, I'm not saying Sasha's overrated. I'm not saying any of that. But for me, Becky is definitely it for me.
But there would be no Becky if Nia Jax ain't give her a good right.
And I say that too.
That's facts.
I've said that. I'm not.
Shout out to the bocce ball.
Right. Whatever that is. I'm that type of fan who's also a realist. You understand? Like if something's not going right, I'm gonna call it out. Like that whole shit. Like I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. But when they were trying to peg him like John Cena, I was over it. Like stop doing that. Like that's not him. You understand? Like I call shit out because I'm a realist as a fan.
So how you don't like Sasha if you're a realist?
I'm sorry.
Dislike Sasha, I don't think.
I didn't say I dislike Sasha.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry.
Dislike Sasha.
I never said I dislike Sasha.
I'm sorry. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Never.
I don't want no smoke. Relax. I'm sorry.
No,
Becky Lynch.
I dislike Sasha.
Getting out of here.
I never dislike Sasha. I do love Sasha and what she does, but when it comes down to Four Horsewomen in that underdog area, Becky was severely overlooked.
Well, I think there are a lot of fans who would say that year, like if you were talking about the best pro wrestler that year, like I don't know if Becky wins all conversations, but she's brought up in a lot of conversations just for the way her character grew from when she literally got knocked out unconscious on TV and was like, yeah, however her swag was, and then kept going.
Like, she didn't even realize like she had a concussion. Like she didn't realize like that adrenaline rush and all. She didn't realize any of that. Like that is my favorite Becky moment.
Word.
Besides, her and Seth Rollins fucking up Lacey and Corbin, but
Right. So you're a writer, right?
Yes.
So you know what the word serendipity means, right?
Yes.
No, what does it mean?
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch's run is the most serendipitous thing to ever happen. And I think that is why I can't rate her high, because her success was all on accident, and everybody else that you have on your list of dope worked amazingly hard and were more
dope,
focused.
More focused.
Can I say one thing?
I also feel like with Becky, what also drew me to Becky, I think it was her 24, and how like it's always the behind the scenes stuff too. Like the thing with the whole her and the quinoa situation, like that was bad writing, poor creative. Like it was just no place to put her, and like she fought tooth and nail to stay on TV. As most wrestlers would probably just be like, all right, give me my release. all right, I don't want to be on TV today. You know, if it's nothing for me, all right, cool, whatever. Like they'll just give up. But she fought tooth and nail to be where she is, to be the man. Like, you understand? So from it's those little moments that get you to that big moment. Yes, granted, the issue with Nia Jax hugging and punching in the face was a complete accident. But if she would have literally passed out in the ring and got carried out during a Survivor Series,
she meant that shit.
Right, she ate that shit. But if she would have, if she would have like whimpered out and like couldn't get up, and they had to like, Becky wouldn't have been the man. Like she ate that shit. She took that shit, and
it ended up being an iconic moment.
Right. But it would have been like, yo, he did it. You understand? So why can't we give the same grace to Becky because she's a woman?
But also, wait. I gotta say, isn't all wrestling iconic moments kind of serendipitous though? Because even Kofi Mania was serendipitous. Kofi Mania,
The Rock. The Rock Maivia becoming The Rock is a
right. It was
that shit just happened.
It's like timing. It's like the universe just comes together and it gives you those iconic moments that give you like that feeling. Like you can't write that. We couldn't write Becky Lynch getting fucking punched in the face. We couldn't write Vince couldn't write Kofi Mania. You know what I mean? Like it had to literally happen. It had to happen organically.
Serendipitous is the name of the episode.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, Serendipity. The occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. That's the definition of serendipity.
That's why we got Drip on the podcast.
That is that's
why. Now, who played on Menace and Don't?
I looked it up. It's two different people. The guy doesn't look like the same guy. Yeah.
No. Thank you.
They shout out to Don't Be a Menace's makeup department because it looked just like that nigga to me.
Hey yo, that's fucked up saying we all look the same.
Right. That's why we had to do it though. We had to make sure
this had to say no, it's not the same.
That's serendipity.
It is what it is.
Look at the universe. Look at the universe.
It is what it is. I got a question, and I know actually I'm gonna ask this now because I know Krista got a dip.
Krista might stay on a little bit longer. I'm actually
okay, good. Because I need to say something.
Oh shit!
No, he said good because I got to pressure about something.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying,
baby, get ready for what you're about to get back. It's like,
hey, I'm from
not your shit like Becky.
Is this about to be a jumper?
Hey, this is again West Coast versus East Coast 2.0. But
oh no!
I'll say this about the Becky Lynch thing again, iconic moment. All the time, especially in the modern era. But for her being realistic, she showed up driving a big rig to Raw in the main. That's not being the Becky Lynch. That's her trying to be female Stone Cold. That's not being realistic. That's not being true to her character, to the woman who came out in the steampunk and was all about the last kicker. They try to make her this idea of what the man is. The man is that person who got concussed, stood back up, and was like, fuck yeah, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You're right, and I agree with that. But I guess at the same time, after all of that, she still fought to be the man. Like it's been times where I texted P like, "Yo, they making her to be the female Stone Cold Steve Austin." And at this moment, we don't need a female Stone Cold. We need a Becky Lynch. Like we need if she's gonna
need a good principal.
If we're gonna need this whole man persona, she doesn't need to be taking on somebody's stuff that's already been done. So, like I said, it goes back to fighting tooth and nail to finding your footing. If it was not for Nia Jax accidentally concussing her, and if it wasn't for Becky Lynch taking that shit like a nigga, eating that shit like a man, going up that ramp, wiping her nose, talking about this, that, and the third, we would not have the man. So, like I said, I'm a realist when it comes down to this wrestling shit. Don't ever say
again. But I would say,
let me ask one question. Let me ask one question. It's funny you mentioned the Charlotte Flair, whatever you want to call her. You know what I mean? Stepped on bologna sandwich. But if everybody who's running on TV, because there's such things as spots. Who are you willing to knock off spot wise for Becky to come to TV?
Wow.
Lacey Evans can go.
Damn, that was quick.
She gone.
She is gone.
Yeah,
she is gone.
So let's go, Lacey.
Her old man sunk a battleship.
Lacey, okay, but which brand are we talking about? We talking about Raw? We talking about SmackDown?
Period.
They're gonna book Becky to the moon. That's the thing. When she comes back, she's gonna monopolize all the time, and that's what. And I think that's what Drip's point was.
Rest
where
in peace,
doesn't.
Yeah, like that's what
they smooth that Oscar.
Where they going, P?
I probably.
That would suck.
Where's she going, P?
She's gonna go to SmackDown because Seth Rollins on SmackDown.
But she's gonna be everywhere. They're gonna find a reason to put Becky Lynch everywhere. I'm telling you, that's what made it annoying. Where you're not the underdog if you're literally pushed and thrown in my face every single day. She literally drove an ambulance to the hospital, got checked out, and then drove the ambulance back.
That's crazy.
No, she's white.
That's that white privilege.
That's white privilege.
Drip, didn't you drive with the broke foot?
But my thing is that the amount of guys that we've seen over the years leave in fucking paddy wagons and ambulances drive back. No one says shit. So when
I was gonna say, Charlotte Flair benefited from that more because she got the match at Survivor Series. She had the fire match with Ronda Rousey, beat the shit out of her after with the kendo sticks, and then when they had that brawl where they were arrested, Charlotte Flair was handcuffed and kneed Ronda Rousey in the fucking
that match. She needed Charlotte Flair as much as I hate Charlotte Flair. That match
down from the helicopter, from the helicopter at WrestleMania, walked right into the building. Charlotte Flair.
You know why that was, right, Drip?
The Queen.
Yeah. That's because Ric Flair did that one back in the day, and that's because again, Ric Flair. Anything Ric Flair did, Charlotte Flair will do.
Yo, I kid you not. Me and P had this argument on our episode,
and it was right after WrestleMania.
Like that whole we went. And
it was this whole debate of like, did Charlotte Flair need to be in the main event?
Yes,
and I said in the bigger picture, like in the bigger picture, yes, 100,000%.
And at that time, who had the one-on-one matches with Ronda Rousey? Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha, not Becky Lynch. She didn't have the one-on-one match, so how can she be the one of the four horsemen that gets all the shine when all the others?
It wasn't even about the storyline, too. It was about, I feel like it was about in the history books, looking back, it was no way Charlotte Flair was not going to be a part of the first.
That too.
Period. So they were literally going to write her into that shit no matter however they could. And they literally did.
So did the match slap?
No.
So if she wasn't in the match,
it would have been awful.
Stinker.
Are we sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because that's my second point. That the Becky Lynch matches of her as the man were never really that good. And granted, she had to face Lacey Evans. She had to face Natalia, and that's always going to be like 3.5 at best.
Damn.
Natty's
one of the best workers.
No, but I'm saying, but the Becky Lynch, Becky Lynch was always the weakest of the four horsemen to me.
Hold on, but she had to.
And this is before Bayley became the Bayley.
It was with Sasha Banks.
But I think the flip side is because the one thing nobody's even mentioning is that it was with Ronda Rousey, who kind of was a stinker. Like Ronda Rousey. The best part about all of this is Ronda Rousey's best match was with Sasha Banks. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, definitely. That's a fact. But Ronda Rousey also somebody who, when she debuted at WrestleMania 34,
in that jacket,
he was not the best at all.
No.
At all. Like she was.
It wasn't a bad debut though.
It wasn't a bad
impressive
debut.
It's an impressive debut.
Mistakes, especially when you go back and watch it. Like, trust me, I was here for Ronda, and I love Ronda Rousey. Like, I'm definitely going to stand by Ronda Rousey, definitely. But in the beginning,
was that with Triple H?
That was with Triple H.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to have some asterisk involved.
And also, you have to realize, like, Stephanie is not a wrestler. She has wrestled matches, but she is
Shane
not.
McMahon has all the talent in that family.
Right.
No.
Yes.
But
yes.
To put
best match at WrestleMania 33.
To put an MMA fighter, a trained professional fighter who can kill you in seconds,
right,
against an amateur like Stephanie McMahon, and your husband is a trained wrestler as well as your counterpart Kurt Angle. You have to work as best as you can. So that match did not make Ronda Rousey look as good as she should have looked.
No.
At all. And then
they didn't have any.
Ronda had to dumb down her moves and her statutes, whatever, because these wrestlers are trained differently from MMA fighters. But as she started to learn and grow up the ranks, by the time she got to Mania 35, Ronda was a fucking beast. Like, it was some issues. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't even know how Becky won because I was there. That the whole pin on the show, the whole shoulders on the mat shit, it was not realistic. But Ronda has improved every match from 34 to 35. If you go back and look at tape, she has.
I can give you improved.
You're muted, baby. I can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything.
That's right. I was on mute. My bad. Goddamn, I'm bugging. She went from horrible to good.
Yeah.
That's
was she good?
Yeah,
she was good.
If you look back from 34, her in-ring matches on Raw and SmackDown, her pay-per-view matches, Ruby Riott, Evolution with Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam, all the way up until WrestleMania 35, where nobody said shit, but she went from shit to a little bit semi-sugar.
Semi. She went from shit to shit with M&Ms in it, is what you just said.
It was equal, son.
Nigga said she went from diarrhea to solid turds. So y'all got you.
But yeah, so Ronda definitely is somebody I was just like, yes, I was here for. I thought she was gonna make an appearance after The Rock pulled her up in the ring that year, but they waited another year or two later for her to come at Royal Rumble.
Well, that's because she was still fighting. She hadn't got knocked out yet. That's why.
Oh yeah, she didn't get knocked out yet.
That's funny.
Twice.
Wait, so did you need?
Shout out to Nunes.
So wait, hold on. Prior to that, where was women's wrestling?
I think it was in a good. It was moving forward.
It was moving forward, but I feel like it was times where we were witnessing squash matches that we should not have been witnessing within the women's evolution.
What was
it was
so
some really 2-3 minute matches happening. We was like, what? Why?
This is the thing that annoys me about when they say Ronda Rousey. For an athlete of the caliber of Ronda Rousey to join WWE, she would have had to feel like she was joining something worthy of her coming into it, right? So that means that there was a dope ass division that existed that Ronda Rousey joined. Now we can't control how WWE centered the women's division around her for that year, and I have to say 2018 is my favorite year for the women because that's when we had sometimes 3 women's matches a night. Sometimes when Ronda was on the roster, we had at least 2 women pay-per-view matches on the roster when she was there. So because WWE focused on the women because of Ronda, that proves the argument. Oh, Ronda Rousey made the women's division. No,
that ain't what I said.
Right. I'm not saying that that's what you said.
Nah. Them chicks wore her like a JanSport.
I said did she get it? I said did she get it over? Because
I feel like no. I feel like.
Do you know what?
I think she made it worse. I think she made it worse. Yeah,
they put all their eggs in one basket.
For what I just said, because they put the focus on her, and then when she left, she didn't end up putting the women's division over. She just made it the Ronda Rousey show, and then people saying oh shit, the women's division doesn't matter because Ronda Rousey's not here.
Pick it up, P.
I don't think.
Yo, you can't do nothing in front of this nigga, man. This nigga goes, well, what about the time?
Just drop my phone and at the end,
this is what I'm saying.
Hey, yo, shouts to you for the no sell, by the way.
No, she no sold it like a motherfucker.
No, my phone ain't fall. My phone ain't fall at all.
Wait, I should get more credit because it fell on my foot too, and I was like,
"Oh shit, you good?"
Oh,
I'm good. Thank you.
Nah, he wants to survive in New York, P. He's snitching early.
You realize you y'all know where we at, right?
Get her out of here.
You want to survive, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. Ain't no snitching out here.
Hold on, we started that whole.
I can name 17 snitches from New York City right now.
Facts.
You can name
all right. So Ronda Rousey.
You lying.
I could, but not recorded. I'm not recording.
This will be part 1 of 2. Yeah.
Just, if you ever heard of Ghetto Piranha,
Again, hey, fam, I am not DJ Vlad. You don't have to tell me these things.
Not DJ Vlad. Oh man.
That's why.
My question was, without Ronda Rousey, is there still a pay-per-view or all women's pay-per-view?
Yeah.
And no, that's not. Hold on, because I get the eye roll.
Ronda did not sit here and create Evolution.
I didn't say that.
Ronda did not sit here and was the cause behind all women's
I
pay-per-view.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
But you asked the question and I'm answering it. Ronda was just a casualty in Evolution. But back to 2015, when Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte got called up, that caused the Evolution. When Naomi got pissed off and Paige got pissed off, that caused the women's evolution. When Serena Williams was out here winning crazy, when these women was becoming coaches and the women's soccer team won, U.S. soccer team won. That's what's caused the evolution.
Don't forget the scene in the Avengers.
All of that.
that go with it.
It does. It does. But
Ronda Rousey was just a casualty that happened to just be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey had time to even look like a woman.
I don't admit though. I don't think this has anything to do with like the ability of the women's division, but WWE as a company would not have booked an all women's pay-per-view without Ronda Rousey.
Well, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't think no. But this is the thing. But listen, I'm not saying that the women weren't capable of holding down an all women's pay-per-view. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that WWE believed Ronda Rousey to be a pay-per-view draw to book a all women's pay-per-view. Do I agree with that? No, but without Ronda Rousey, Evolution would not have happened.
Fact.
Actually, so if they had announced Evolution, right? Without Ronda Rousey making an appearance at Royal Rumble that same year, earlier that year, right? Then they would have announced Evolution.
They wouldn't have. That's my point.
That's different.
I think they would have. I really think they would have.
I don't think so. I don't think it would have been an actual live show. I don't think it would have been a pay-per-view because they believed that Ronda Rousey
Wednesday in the middle of the day, like the starting show.
It would have been on WWE Network, and we wouldn't even know that tickets were on sale. It would have just been like, it would not have been what it was because of what they believed Ronda Rousey could do. I'm not saying that they were right, and I'm not saying that the women couldn't carry one like right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's not WWE wouldn't have did it.
Hey, real quick,
it would have been one of them super shows like they show from overseas.
All right, real quick,
in the middle of the.
If Evolution 2 is tomorrow, what's the main event?
Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
Wait, before, but like, are they going to sell the bag before WrestleMania?
Oh no! Oh
yes.
But no one's WWE. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
I would be more. I would see them doing something that had them in the mix, but not. That's a big bag to sell.
They had the Undertaker all over the
here's what it would be for me. For me, it would be tag team. Bianca and Sasha go against the tag team, the women's tag team, which is Nia and Shayna. They'll win. But then when Bianca has to choose for WrestleMania, she's going to choose Sasha. So although they'll be tag team partners, one of them is still going to be SmackDown Women's Champion at the end of the night of WrestleMania.
Facts.
So my main event would actually be a mixed match, like you know what I mean, a mixed match,
like a white and a black.
Nah, like a you know what I mean, a man versus a woman. So I would.
My bad.
Wait, it's what you saying, fam?
So I would have Bianca Belair
and Montez Ford.
No. Nah, it would be Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, stop.
Is that a mixed tag?
That's what he's saying.
I'm out. Did you just say that?
I'm out of here.
I knew it.
Wait, are you saying that? Okay,
that's what he's saying. That's what he's
saying. First of all, Evolution had 10,900 in attendance.
We were a part of that, P.
No. I was asking what were.
No. I'm saying like she was saying if Ronda Rousey was a draw, if they ever ran it back a second time, that's another way to determine if she was draw. Because look, they brought back Trish Stratus, they brought back Lita. They stacked it with the Mae Young Classic in the NXT. It was a full card. It wasn't just some bullshit with Ronda Rousey headlining.
So what you would have to do
I feel like they would have done it regardless. Like, granted, I feel like
exactly.
I feel like Ronda Rousey.
Stephanie McMahon would have made it happen.
Exactly. She would have. I feel like Ronda Rousey
she would have.
Was just a spot to have.
It would not have been It would not have been a live show pay-per-view to the scale that it was without Ronda Rousey. And I'm not saying that. But I'm not saying that I agree with that reasoning that only because Ronda Rousey. I'm not saying I agree with that.
I don't think it's only.
I feel like I think that's WWE's reasoning. Like, oh shit, you got to remember Ronda Rousey broke pay-per-view records when she fucking went to UFC. Right. So they're thinking like, oh shit, like we have a fucking pay-per-view star. Like let's anchor one around her. Like there was no way like that they were gonna do that without Ronda Rousey. Like I just don't see that.
Is there what was the biggest women's match prior?
Prior to what?
Prior to Ronda Rousey coming to the Royal Rumble. I'm just asking.
WrestleMania with Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky.
Yeah, 32.
32.
I agree with that.
It was that, and then before that, it was Brie Bella's retirement match.
We definitely not gonna count that.
Wow.
I don't remember that match.
Wow, that's what we're doing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all.
I'm just being honest. I don't remember.
I don't remember smoke at all.
It was on the pre-show. That's why.
So do we?
It was like a. Where you're remembering it from like the Total Divas?
It's like a 10.
It was a 10 women tag on the pre-show.
Oh, okay, yes, I remember.
Right. That's right.
Okay, no problem. So before that, I don't know.
It's no way.
Before that, I'm sorry. Naomi and Alexa Bliss when Naomi went in her hometown.
There's no way to gauge what the viewership was for that. That's all I'm asking. Post Ronda Rousey, what was the viewership for women's wrestling? I'm not saying that she started the movement because women been popping for a while. That's right. That's the only reason why we watch wrestling.
Right.
I'm just trying to say all the other motherfuckers that wasn't watching wrestling are now watching because of Ronda Rousey. You understand what I'm saying?
I remember I feel like the one thing that makes this confusing is that all this shit was happening at the same time. I think while Ronda Rousey was a beast in MMA, the WWE has always taken notice of UFC specifically. Right. So I think I remember seeing them pose it. Either they were at the show or they had a Ronda Rousey something on. I think it was the t-shirts. It was Triple H and Steph, but I think they were fans and also realized that at some point she's going to be leaving that profession and we like on the side we also have
these dope women,
a dope class of women that are doing the women's division now.
Let's not forget the trainer.
Facts. It was like I'm saying, it's the system that's feeding what's going on right now.
Right.
It's just they were happening at the same time, but I feel like Vince in the back of his mind was like, this shit's about to go off. Because remember when it was Ronda, he didn't initially. We talked about the mixed tag match. He didn't pick a wrestler. He didn't pick a Sasha Banks or a Becky Lynch or whoever. He went with Stephanie McMahon because he knew it was Ronda Rousey. She was the draw. She was the reason. ESPN was reporting on that one random pay-per-view when she first comes out. I'm up at 12:30 in the morning trying to see what ESPN's talking about. It was national mainstream news. But it just so happened at a time when that division was also on fire. Yeah. And continuing to grow. It's
like she debuted on the very first Women's Royal Rumble. So like that year, like of 2018, like it was just like you said, it was so much going on. And I think another thing to always remember about Ronda Rousey is like she is a lifelong wrestling fan as well.
Right.
Like it's not like all the fake Four Horsewomen are. They all love wrestling. They all grew up loving wrestling. So for her, it wasn't like Ronda Rousey was like, oh, I want a paycheck. Yes.
Fake Four Horsewomen.
Oh, wow.
Explain that to me. Explain that. Go on, explain that.
Okay, so
I've seen Jessamine Duke wrestle in person. She was horrible.
We're definitely wholehearted WWE fans since Attitude Era days, right?
However,
we knew that the Four Horsemen included Ric Flair, Terry Blanchard, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, sorry. And
no, I like Terry.
Terry, shout out
Terry, right?
That's his brother.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's his brother. That's his tether.
Stomach right now. And whoever the fourth one was, I can't think of it right now.
That is interchangeable. It could be Oli.
Arn, right? Arn, you
gotta go.
It was like a fifth one too, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
JJ Dillon.
Trenton, New Jersey's own JJ Dillon. Keep going.
Yes, that's who it was. And then for Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte, to be in NXT, and then to see what Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, and Bayley done in NXT, and for Ric Flair to coin them the Four Horsewomen of WWE, and period, you cannot sit here and be in UFC. First of all, UFC who? What? Huh? Okay.
And they may have called themselves it first. I don't care. Maybe Ric Flair acknowledged them first. I don't care. If there is a Flair in a group and they say that they're the Four Horsewomen, then they're the fucking Four Horsewomen.
Like they go out posting the four.
Let's
like
say
they go out doing whatever they need to do to prove that they're four. Do you see what? And I go to this every time. Sasha and Charlotte matches, that falls count anywhere match with Sasha won from Charlotte when Sasha put Charlotte in that bank statement through the banister.
Yes, the
and Ric Flair came out and raised Sasha's hand.
Yeah.
NXT Brooklyn takeover between Bayley and Sasha.
Classic.
There's
a threat match between Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte.
Facts.
Who in UFC doing that? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Instead of calling them the fake, they should be the Four Horsewomen.
That's what I normally.
They were technically the Four Horsewomen of MMA. They were technically the Four Horsewomen of MMA. Is what they were.
The foe. Should write itself.
Either way, they can't do what these Four Horsewomen have done.
Hey, who was the other Four Horsewomen?
Exactly.
Exactly my point.
Not relevant.
They ain't got nothing in their back pockets or nothing. They go ahead.
Next topic. Next topic.
Worry about their business.
So Lil Bow Wow. You know what it is.
You said Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah, you said Lil Bow Wow.
That's his name.
Wait, sorry, Chad.
Wait, y'all don't understand how much I loved him growing up.
Lil Bow Wow.
I remember I was like 12, 13, 14 when he was coming out. So
no, you wasn't because you was younger than that. He's 3 years older than us. We got the same birthday.
Lil Bow Wow?
Yes, me and Bow Wow have the same birthday.
March 9th,
87. I'm 1990.
Yes, I'm saying how old I was when I was obsessed with him.
But I'm saying you said when he was coming out. When he was coming out, we were like 9.
I was saying how old I was.
Oh, you said coming out though.
So when he was coming out with his music, when I became a fan of his, I was in middle school, elementary school. I was 12, 13, 14.
Hey, brother man, how old were you when you were a fan of Bow Wow?
Oh my God. But he grew up to be so corny.
Lil Bow Wow.
Whack. That nigga is whack.
He's a pro wrestling fan.
No.
He claimed he was. I think he just want clout. I think he see Bad Bunny doing it and he just wants
exactly 100%. He's like, rappers can get a bag in wrestling. Sign me up.
So earlier somebody referred to Ronda Rousey as a lifelong wrestling fan, right?
Correct.
We don't vet that. You know what I'm saying?
She was at PWG shows.
That don't
she
matter.
live in California.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. She was there.
Are you saying she lying?
It's possible.
It's
what
possible.
I'm saying
We don't
is,
know.
Now she
what I'm
smoked
saying
weed.
is,
She loved running in
Yeah,
California.
Yeah, we all.
yo, you be in Cali,
We all-
go wrestling.
I don't. I can't.
That sounds like a live.
Oh,
evening.
all right.
No, I'm like the poster child of I can't smoke weed or do edibles anymore. And these are for stories that's off the air.
Gotcha.
You don't
Yeah.
want to put it on air.
I'm just saying. No, because he said we all do, and I'm about to defend myself. I don't. I
No.
tried, but I
Oh,
don't.
all right.
Nah, I don't know. No.
No.
But no. But my point though is that I really don't. I don't know if I give much credence to any lifelong celebrity wrestling fan. You know what I'm saying? Unless maybe you got some pro wrestling content that you're already doing. Other than that, though, Bow Wow is the best heel pro wrestling non-pro wrestler. That I mean, who else? Who's the other heel
Pat McAfee.
celebrity participant?
Pat McAfee.
Who's the other heel? Who's the last heel
No, he's a pro
celebrity?
wrestler. He's a pro wrestler.
Pardon me.
Yeah, he's a
Last
pro wrestler. That
heel?
nigga was a kicker. No one cares about his football
You said
career.
last heel.
Was
Are
it
you
John?
crazy? I was gonna say Mike Tyson, but he dead turned on DX, so he's not a heel no more.
Was it John Stewart? John Stewart
John
turned.
Stewart, he turned on John Cena and went for Seth Rollins. Yeah, he did.
No, because John Stewart grabbed the end of the chair and hit John Cena. The guy, he protected him too well. He's not a heel.
Nah,
I mean, he didn't know, but technically, kids
John
who
Cena was a
12,
heel.
13,
My point is, we care,
Seth Rollins
right?
was a heel. You know what's crazy? As Bow Wow being my birthday twin, right?
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow, Big Bow Wow, Shad Moss, all that. And you know, in the spirit of Pisces season is about to start, and like
You a whole sucker.
I'm not a sucker.
You about to be.
I don't know.
You heard her tone? You heard her tone? Her tone switched up like Wanda. You're on WandaVision.
I ain't no
like,
sucker.
yes, hey.
No, don't get me wrong.
Just don't tell me S&P.
No, it's entertaining to see him troll about this on. I'm gonna call it a troll. Troll about this on Twitter with fans, but I would not want to see 5 foot, 4 foot nothing Bow Wow, Shad Moss in somebody's ring, thinking that he can make a career out of something. He's 30.
I don't think it's a career. I think he wants to make an appearance.
I'm about to be 31. He's about to be like 34, 35. Diamond Dallas Page started at 35. By 35,
he was dope.
he was out of the ring.
But
When
Diamond Dallas
like,
Page was dope.
it's not gonna work and last.
But what annoys me, I agree. What annoys me about Bow Wow though is obvious that he does not understand the wrestling business whatsoever.
He does not.
Like
He
the way that
understands a part of it. He knows how to build hype, but I don't know if he actually
that,
understands anything else. Right.
The most important
he doesn't
part.
understand
That's
like
like when
the way
Snoopy
you're going
was on
about
the
this
ring.
ain't it. Like this.
That's like
ain't
when
it,
Snoopy
bro.
was there. Like even Snoop Dogg. You understand? Right. We want to take it back to his big old Uncle Snoop Dogg, right?
Okay.
Snoop Dogg was in the ring with Hulk Hogan. He was in the ring with Chavo Guerrero, right? He's a Hall of Famer. Like he's done some stunts. He's a Hall of Famer. He's brought out Sasha Banks.
With Randy Orton. He smoked with Randy
Smoked
Orton.
with Randy Orton. And then he just did a frog splash off of the
That's not a frog splash.
He jumped off of it. Yeah, for sure.
Looked like
Now,
he fell.
Snoop Dogg is too damn tall.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
That's like
Bad idea.
Big Show doing a frog splash
Ooh. That's
Yeah.
off
not
of a turnbuckle.
He's done an elbow. He's done an elbow
listen.
drop.
If Marco Stunt can make his way on TV,
Yeah, Shad Moss is listed at 5'7".
I'm okay.
5'7".
Never.
You seen him in person, nigga?
First of all, I'm
Who, me?
5'7". I met Bow Wow and I stand over him. Who was
5'7".
Bow Wow in person.
I met Bow Wow in person. I left my psychology class and I met Bow Wow in person. I was in college.
Did you
And
shoot
I-
the jumper?
I was grown at that time. Who got in trouble?
Did you shoot the jumper?
Did I what?
Did you shoot the jumper?
No, he was
Shoot the J.
Shoot it.
platform. He was taller than me.
Hold on, what you about 5'4"?
I'm 5'7".
Wait, Drip. How
Confident
tall is
5'7" too. I
how
like the
tall is
energy.
Jermaine Dupri?
5 foot.
Yeah, he's short too. A lot of these celebrities are short. Like
Jermaine Dupri, 312.
I met Omarion.
He's 5'4".
I met
Jermaine Dupri is
Omarion.
5'4".
Listen, I met
That's what he's listed
Omarion
as.
at a backstage concert at SOB's.
Was
and
he
if
pop
I
locking?
look at the picture, he looks taller than me. The only reason why he's taller than me is because he's standing on a step to take the picture with me.
He made sure. So, no, we gotta
Yeah.
get this right. We gotta get this right.
You ain't about to clown me in the group chat.
At SOBs, did he do the whole icebox shit?
He did.
In the crowd? Was he in the crowd?
He was.
No, I'm gonna say he was in the crowd.
Standing on the crowd.
Okay.
SOB's crazy that time. No, but he was legit standing on the step. My mom was like, "Oh, he don't look short." I said, "Ma, he's standing on the whole one step to be above me."
A lot of those guys.
And I had flats on.
Hold on, drip 5'4". Let's go to that section.
Fuck you. I'm 5'7".
Oh, cold bus.
Damn.
Cold bus.
Hold on, is that with the per plus?
Wow.
Out of here.
That gotta be like
shame.
a good 2-3
That's a
inches.
goddamn shame. That's a god. Nah. So what if?
If Bow Wow was to make an appearance for me, to be honest, I really want to know how I feel about it. And that's just that on that. I want to know how I feel about it. As a Bow Wow fan, sure, hey, he's on TV. But as a wrestler, it's a no for me, dog.
Yo, as a person who's hated every single piece of music that Bow Wow's been on, I am in full support of Bow Wow's professional wrestling run. He did the smartest thing that a non-pro wrestler could do.
What's that?
The safest people historically in professional wrestling have been Samoans, and apparently he's down at Knox Pro.
Not just wrestling, life.
He's down there with Rikishi.
No. Them niggas ain't safe at life. Them niggas is
You're safe.
If you're with them, you're safe.
If you're with them, if you're rolling with them.
Yes.
That's a
I've
fact.
seen it in
Shout out
person.
to the Booyah
I've seen
Tribe.
it.
Please don't come for my Samoans, because this will turn into something different.
Nah, this
I'm
this
saying,
is
like,
very,
those are
very
you can't
respectful of the Samoans.
you can't cross
Okay.
any. No, yeah.
Okay.
Nah, we not crazy. We would
Oh,
never say
Facts.
nothing.
All right.
Math
Yeah,
is
nah. Shout out to the Booyah Tribe. Nigga.
I didn't say anything at all.
crazy. Math is crazy. You not crazy?
But nah, he's doing it. He is doing. I don't know if I've seen, as far as what he's been attempting here, I don't know if I've seen a misstep. I think he's doing as much as possible going into business for himself to put him in a position. Whether it happens or not, who knows? But I think he's done a pretty entertaining job at attempting. I like the attempt.
Now, what was that thing you retweeted, fam? What was that thing you retweeted about MJF?
This nigga.
Bow Wow could take on MJF. I give him that. I want him to fight MJF, even though that's in AEW. I would want him to whoop MJF's ass.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
These niggas try to compare the way that MJF delivers his promos or the way he delivers in general to Richard goddamn Pryor.
That's what it was.
Are you niggas serious? And this is
Arn Anderson said it. Arn Anderson said it.
Wait, what?
Arn Anderson said what about MJF?
He said,
Okay, first of all right.
Yeah, he said it.
Folks are crazy. We got to know that. You can't trust
right now.
You can't trust a damn thing white people say. All right, you got to know that for sure. Especially cross race comparisons. You can't know.
Arn is weird. He said,
what I really think is he kind of reminds me of Richard Pryor, man. He's I want to call him a nigger too. I'm sorry.
No. Well, he said,
I'm black. Don't worry about it.
I was about to say, do you think because MJF is Jewish, do you think Arn Anderson actually means Sammy Davis Jr. because of the Jewishness? Do you think full circle?
No. Arn Anderson's whole point was that MJF could he's basically got carte blanche. He could say whatever the fuck he wants to. And he was saying that Richard Pryor was the same way, and people wouldn't beef on Richard Pryor because he was able to say whatever he wanted, and people got with it. I'm not saying Richard Pryor was talking about real shit, and MJF.
That no one ever said before.
Yeah, like I caught on fire trying to get high on crack.
Yeah, and MJF is like nerds, fat guys. You know, I have more money than that typical
niggas and
shit.
sticks and pour white trash. I'm sorry.
Hey yo, you bugging, yo.
Bugging. You know? No, but I bring it up because it's like it feels like Bow Wow's tapped in a little to that shit. Whatever MJF does, if it's just trolling, like you know what you said earlier, it is what it is. But who does he wrestle with the Miz? Like what do you even? What type of situation? He was beefing with Punishment Martinez online, right?
Oh, you put him with the Miz.
Put him with
That's what I'm saying.
He's trying too hard. He's trying too hard.
You put him with the Miz.
Let him be with Dominic. Let him, or he could be with John.
Dear Lord, no. Dominic couldn't carry anything.
That's
Dominic don't even get to carry the Gucci bags out the store and go to the mall.
Dominic might not show up. A night out with Lil Bow Wow and Dominic's not showing up for work on Friday. It is not going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm not showing up.
They're going to fake get on a plane.
At this point,
fake get on a plane.
All Bow Wow can hope for is to be a poor man's Enzo Amore. That's all he can hope to be at this
That's what I was thinking about. That's what he kind of reminds me. He just is cringy. Like he's trying.
Again, it's short guys that can't wrestle, and you want to see them get their ass kicked. They're going to talk some shit that's like that's not really catchy, but all right.
Marco Stunt. Drip, you like Marco Stunt?
The Marco Stunt, like when he talks, it's like no
trash.
I liked the first match. I liked the first match he had. When he filled in for the tag match, like that was a good, but after a while, like that wore off.
Boo.
I didn't know Marco Stunt was a guy until 3 weeks in. I thought he was somebody's daughter.
He has beautiful hair.
You know what?
That nigga is 312 in height. 312. He might like actually. That nigga might actually be 12.
He looks like a whole child.
I was gonna say, I remember they were like,
they
treated Hornswoggle like he was a kid. They're like, Marco Stunt, he's actually a kid. Like we let a kid wrestle here.
Jesus Christ. We I actually forgot until before we were recording that Elimination Chamber is this Sunday. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'm ready for this pay-per-view.
Me neither. There's no women's elimination chambers match.
There isn't.
They're not ready for it.
That's phony.
There isn't. That's weird. And the only women's match is Asuka Lacey Evans.
And we're gonna hate the ending of that match, by the way. FYI.
I'm as of right now, Wikipedia has that match listed. I don't think they've updated, have they? Have they officially said anything about what that match is going to be?
But they blame the baby on Ric Flair, and Ric Flair said, "No, I hope not. I'm not paying for that one. I didn't pay for the last one, but I'm not paying for that.
I have to find.
Ric Flair might be a nigga.
I think so. Ask Teddy Long if Ric Flair's a nigga.
No, he just said he can say nigga.
No, he said he said nigga.
Yeah,
that's what he said. Oh, I didn't say he could say it. I said
that time player. I said, hey, Ric Flair. He said, hey, nigga, get my bag.
Oh no.
It's probably what happened. But Teddy Long has me blocked on Twitter. I'm out here trying to figure this shit out, Teddy.
He got us both blocked.
Really?
He got you blocked too?
Yes.
Hold up.
Hey, look here, player. Either I'm gonna block you, or you got to have a match with the Undertaker.
I was gonna say, he's like, if you don't, are you ready for a tag team match?
You want to have a tag team match? There, play Teddy. Fun fact. Teddy Long look just like my pops.
Word?
That's a fun fact.
No, that's a fact.
Brother Matt.
Looks just.
See, I tried to pull it up to show it, and it said that the account you're looking for has you blocked.
No, you blocked.
Oh, you block. God.
I can't.
Yeah.
We're all blocked. He's blocked.
Not me. Not me, player.
No.
Me neither. Those wrestling drugs are sanctioned.
Yes.
Oh, it says the account has been suspended. What happened to Teddy Long?
Get him out of here. Teddy Long was out there longing.
Now you wasn't velveteen, was he?
Long.
That's gross. All right, so we're gonna go through this pay-per-view. I don't know.
That nigga trying to get some more of that. We trying to have another 112 with it.
That's what happens.
It's all facts.
Oh my God.
All facts.
I haven't laughed so hard guessing on a podcast
Right.
ever.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Oh, we're
It's
subdued
been a little
today.
minute.
Are y'all gonna let us on again in the future? Thank
Y'all
you.
want to come on next week for the whole VO?
We have to. It's Pisces season.
I'll pop up. Let's pop up and have a
I'm on here.
little drink with
No.
Hovio.
No, hold on. We're drinking wine today.
What we drinking next week?
I switched
I'm
to
not drinking wine.
whiskey.
Shit, as a matter of fact.
You drinking whiskey, sis?
I switched.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no,
We're
we're
taking another
Hennessy.
shot.
What whiskey you got over there?
Who, me?
Jameson.
Oh, talk about it. I don't. My Jameson's upstairs too. Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Listen,
That's my
I
favorite. It's my
have
favorite.
Talk about
Cardi
it.
Black.
Okay.
I have the Rocks Terramana, the light. Well, I don't have the more of the light version. I have
Hold
the
on,
dark.
you drinking this shit because of the rock?
No. First of all, it was a gift. One was a housewarming gift. One was a Christmas gift. The Christmas gift. Was not.
Was the rock
You
the
own
Rock's
that?
alcohol? The Rock's liquor was a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
He lying.
That's a perfect gift.
That's
No,
a
I'm
great
saying
gift.
yes.
Don't she
That's
like
a great
wrestling? Yo, that's a nigga gift. Niggas is gonna get you liquor.
I will always buy a bottle of liquor.
Hey, ho,
better not laugh.
My cousin actually bought me the Christmas gift. My friend bought me the house.
Drip, we got 10 days left. Drip, you watch your mouth.
I also have some Dominican rum.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Is this
in
gonna be
case you
gone
want
by
to fight.
next Thursday?
I also have some rum from Aruba. So what
Jesus.
we drinking on?
I got a
Next
whole
week?
bar. It's butt naked empty because I drink a lot.
Hold on,
but-
ask Drip. What we
Drip,
drink
it's
next week?
Pisces season. What are we drinking on? Next week, what are we drinking on?
I don't know. It depends, really. I mean,
Oh, this motherfucker gonna say Moscato.
Moscato.
That's what I agree.
Moscato. She was drinking
Hey
Moscato.
man, get Mike on the phone, man.
I
Get
wanna
Mike on the
drink
phone
next
so he
week.
can teach you how to drink like a man.
He doesn't.
I'm
He doesn't drink. He doesn't
You
drink.
get some hair in your chest, right?
No, you need to untuck your vagina.
We're gonna get some hair in your chest,
Why?
right?
Why?
We're not gonna disrespect vaginas tonight. I'm gonna be out.
Why?
I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Why?
Not on the podcast anyway.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through this card. I guess we're not gonna be talking about the Raw Women's Championship match because they haven't announced anything.
But can we predict?
Yeah, we gonna go through some predictions right now. You want to predict? We'll predict what the women's match might be. Do you want to predict what the women's match might be?
Yeah. Lacey's out.
Lacey's out. Do they just do because it feels like they're building at some point to Asuka Charlotte? Do they just do that?
It's
I
too
think
early.
that's what they're gonna have to do, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, it feels too
What's
early.
gonna happen unless, and this is just me throwing the shit out there, so please no judgments. Unless if it's time, the man comes back and get what's rightfully hers.
Too early. They gotta advertise her comeback.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You don't think so? You gonna miss all
Match
that?
wise,
I
they have to advertise.
I don't think they have to advertise it because they can do it. They can because WWE is so damn predictable. There's times where I will call P and text him like, "Yeah, I knew that was going to happen."
That's me.
And do I be wrong?
That's me.
P, do I be wrong?
That's
So
me.
I feel like.
That's me.
So
That's me.
I feel like
That's me.
being that she already showed up at Rumble, being that she's already showing up on social media and stuff
Sure.
again, being that she's becoming being more of herself and showing herself working out or whatever the case may be like that, they will probably make her come back to to fight for what's rightfully hers. If she was not pregnant,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have dropped that.
Are we talking about Elimination Chamber, or you just mean like as
No,
I'm Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber.
So you mean to tell me the man Becky Lynch comes back for just an Elimination Chamber?
Unannounced.
You know what I mean? Like,
my thing is that if you look
like the story is Lacey Evans got pregnant by Ric Flair and Becky Lynch returns. Like,
you know what the
yes, because Becky Lynch can return as a heel and come back and say, "Yo,
hold up,
was rightfully mine because
exactly. Like,
it would have been mine. Asuka would have had the Money in the Bank briefcase, but being the fact that Becky got pregnant, Asuka won. She never really had a briefcase. The briefcase had the championship in it. So yes, Becky Lynch should come back as a heel and come back with was rightfully hers.
She walked right into that arena.
I agree with that. But
thanks for holding my belt for me. Thanks for keeping my belt warm.
But not at Elimination Chamber.
But where else did she have it at Mania? You don't even know who Bianca going to face.
But it's still a grander stage. You got to think of Becky like Stone Cold. Stone Cold ain't coming back on some random shit. Like it got to be some it got to be a grand stage.
So the only way I would say it could be Becky is that she comes back and does something real quick here that sets up her actual return match at was that Fastlane, which is the first pay-per-view on WWE Cop.
Right.
Relax.
Oh yeah, true.
You gotta relax.
These are facts.
I'm not saying that.
That's what it is.
I'm not saying that. No, it's not it.
What's it called?
It's called the WWE on Peacock.
Tomato, potato.
Tomato, potato.
It's all the same shit.
No.
WWE Cop, nigga.
No,
I'm sorry, what?
I think the idea of Becky Lynch coming out of nowhere.
It's a good thing. It's not expected, especially because she posting her baby and stuff, and people thinking it's too early for her to come back. That's
her baby can't fight.
That's my point. She's over here posting.
Nigga, headbutt you finished.
She's over here posting motherhood and maternity pictures post pregnancy. So nobody's gonna expect her to come back at whatever pay-per-view it is to try to come back for what's rightfully hers. That's the storyline. That's right there. I'm not saying she has to, but for her to make an appearance and even try to challenge Asuka when Lacey's out. Remember what she did at Rumble? She wasn't in the match. She should have taken Lana's spot. And
you know what? The only bad part about this is it's gonna end up being Becky coming back for what's rightfully hers, win or lose the match, and then it's gonna be her and Charlotte beefing back and forth about, damn it, this was my turn to mess with Asuka, and it'll be literally what they did the last time, because this is always what happens to Asuka. That's the bad part. She's the best one on the roster.
It happens to Asuka at that.
She's the main one over there. She's been the one doing the damn thing. Sorry, that sucks.
Get to the matches.
We were just talking about.
Sorry. So Chris and Kyle say Becky, right?
Yes.
You two say Becky.
Yes.
Bam. Who do you say?
Who?
You don't know. This nigga said
who's gonna face her?
R-Truth.
Sorry, Nara, nigga. Yes, it almost has to be Becky at this point. You can't, because nobody else.
There's really nobody else.
It's too early for Charlotte.
Drip is gonna be Alexa Bliss.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Asuka. That's good.
I can see that. Unfortunately.
So so Pierre, you're saying Alexa Bliss as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Rhea Ripley, because we haven't seen her since the Rumble. She's not going back to NXT. She's not going to SmackDown. I think this can set up Charlotte Rhea for the Raw Women's title at Mania. So I'll go for Rhea Ripley.
That's what you want?
No, it's not what I want. That's what I'm going to. That's what I'm seeing.
Why he got the haircut.
If he was blonde, he would look like Rhea Ripley right now.
You know what?
I mean, kind of.
Entertain that.
100%.
Lil Rhea.
You don't entertain that, sis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you was talking to Drip.
All right. Next match. Bobby Lashley is going to be defending the United States Championship against Keith Lee and Matt Riddle. That's still happening, right?
I think so. And unfortunately, I can see them putting it on Matt Riddle.
I'm going to see Lee take it.
I would love to see Lee win or Bobby Lashley retain because I love the Hurt Business.
Yeah, no, I'm going with my man Lashley retaining.
I need Lashley to retain the title. I need him to.
I'm going with Keith Lee.
I'm going Lashley retaining, but I'm sure Riddle's gonna win.
Shout out to Keith Lee. Keith Lee got down on that knee.
Oh yes,
shout out to Lee.
I forgot that.
He's like, excuse me, could you get your Timberlands out the way, sweetheart? I'm about to propose.
You know what? I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna text her and ask her how it went down, and I'll let
text her.
Yeah. Text her.
Ask her, did she tuck her Timbs?
Text her and let us know next week.
Definitely.
New York staple. All right.
What? I got Timbs on right now.
But you're not from New York.
Oh my goodness.
No.
You wasn't even here when niggas started rocking Timbs.
Who wasn't here?
You.
How you figure?
Who?
Because he's 48.
Started it.
Damn.
That was funny.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Ellen, you watch your mouth.
That wasn't that. That was fucked up.
You watch your mouth, Ellen. You was almost
all right.
You was almost
You're 48.
He is not 48.
That's the name of the episode.
He's not 48.
The whole episode.
You came from the Stone Ages. Okay.
Damn.
All right, so Cal said Lashley. Fam, Lashley. Math, Lashley, right?
He said Lashley too.
No. Yeah.
Yep. Krista, Lashley, right?
Well, no, I said Keith Lee.
Okay, all right, I got Keith Lee too. And P, you said?
Lashley.
Okay.
I don't want Riddle to win. I don't want it to happen. I cannot have that happen.
And Lashley is the new champ.
Nah.
I met Michael Jackson in person, y'all. We just gonna leave it as that. He walked into me to take a picture, and I was just like, I'm not a fan. Whether he was a good guy or bad guy, I am not a fan.
Did he shoot a jumper? Hey, sis,
nah. He's literally like probably an inch taller than me.
Really?
Bobby Lashley?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's not that tall. A lot of these lessons are not that tall. Like I'm at the Big Show and I heard his stomach growl. So that for a nigga.
Jesus Christ.
But
weird thing to say about a nigga. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. I met the nigga hunger growl. Was it the stomach tree?
So it was the stomach because I'm 5'7", so I reached right above the belly button.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but this was like the sweetest
weird conversation.
I'm saying like that.
This is getting weird. I don't.
Big Show's the sweetest person ever. I swear. We was having a whole conversation and how.
But your wife black?
Nope.
No, I think he said multiple wives. If I remember.
I think he had a black one. I think he had a black one. Big Show. I think he'd have had a black one.
Big Show only been married once.
I don't know nothing about it.
Now.
Nope. He's on his second wife right now. He was married from Melissa Piavis, 97 to 2002, and his current wife is Bess Castromatos.
Bess?
He like a little bit of brown sugar from time to time.
She's not black.
Bess?
They've Bess Castromatos. They've been married since 2002.
Bess. That don't sound like a black lady. I don't know. Let's get to the next match. The Elimination Chamber for a WWE Universal Championship match. This happens later that night, so I guess is this the first match?
Yes.
Unless they do the real thing, the real heel thing, and like Roman Reigns faces the guy right after, like to be super heel and just beats him like in 5-8 minutes.
Yeah, this is for the Universal Championship is what Roman has. So this would be.
Who's in an Elimination Chamber match? Because that's who he has to fight after they win the Chamber match.
Right. Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan.
That's going to be a really good match.
Here's two of my predictions for that match, and then I have to come off. So I want to give my predictions, and I have to come off. So here's two. Either Jey Uso is going to turn crazy heel on Roman. To win, after all that pent up, him always beating Roman, right? Roman always beating him and shit like that. Jey Uso's either gonna turn crazy heel, win Elimination Chamber, go on and win fucking that title, that championship,
Wow.
Or they're going to stay here and prolong this whole Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns story. And then Daniel Bryan, who's already looked to win Elimination Chamber, is going to come and tear up Kevin Owens so bad they have to replace him in that match and win the belt.
Damn.
So who was your pick? That's what I was lost at. Yeah,
it's either Jey Uso or Daniel Bryan.
My pick is either Jay, Kevin, or Daniel.
It's not multiple picks.
That's like the whole match.
And then pick everybody.
All right, so if anything, I'm definitely gonna probably pick Jey Uso.
Okay.
I got Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Shit.
All right, guys. I have to head up out of here. It was good.
Right. It was fun.
Lie.
Literally. Listen, it's 9:43 and my website not working. Our story's ready. I gotta post it. Okay?
Facts.
So
do your thing.
I will definitely be back on here next week to celebrate Hovio, Pisces season all day. Love you guys.
This is not a
appreciate
thing.
you.
Hovio.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Damn. Wait, so between Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin,
she was bugging. Let's go to Queen P.
Not Sami Zayn.
I said Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Cesaro. Let's go.
Cesaro.
Oh, honestly, wait. Yeah, I feel like it's about to be like his moment.
But it's a one-off.
Exact. That's why. Like he can win the chamber.
Yeah.
It's Coffee Mania.
Shit. I'ma say Daniel Bryan. It's a one-off. Cause it's gonna be him and Edge. So Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's still the weird thing. Is the Edge scenario is like.
Or it could be. That's the thing. It fucking around. It might be Jey Uso.
I don't think it'll be Jey.
That's what Krista said.
It has to be Jimmy.
That is what she said. She might not be crazy.
I don't think it's Jey.
Matt is really like, wait, if I think about it, shit.
Facts. I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan. I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan.
All right, so Kyle, you're the only one.
I think I'm leaning towards Daniel Bryan as well.
All right.
Who you got, Drip?
I said Cesaro. I think, like I said, it'll just be one night only. They'll at Fastlane will be someone else entirely. So they can give the. Oh, go ahead.
Who won last pay-per-view? Fam?
No, it's vacant. Remember?
Because we tied
3 straight ties. And not counting Mike Sempervivi's
we ain't count
Series.
Sempervivi.
When he went 6 for 6.
Shout to Sempervivi though. Sempervivi threw us in his. This sounds so stupid. He threw us in our Twitter, in his Twitter bio. He was like, "Yo, he just at Black Rasslin or whatever," and then he hit me.
He's the rightful champ.
He hit me on the side. And he was like, "Yo, are you cool with that?" I'm like, "Am I cool with you supporting us on your?" Yeah.
Oh, no,
thank you, sir. Like,
yeah,
we got him covered.
But yeah, I think I'm going Daniel Bryan in that match.
All right, fuck it.
But I guess that would then say, who is Roman Reigns gonna be walking out of?
Oh, of course.
Elimination Chamber, the champion still?
It's the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I think
Fam?
so.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay,
so unanimous Roman retains, yeah. Okay.
Unanimous Roman Reigns.
No. Daniel Bryan's whole existence is to put niggas over at this point.
Yeah, he's a jobber.
No. He's enhancement talent. It's different.
Enhancement talent.
Are y'all serious right
now? Matt just said he's Barry Horowitz of accolades.
She just left.
Did she leave on purpose?
All right,
I don't know what happened.
Did she leave on? Okay.
I'm not gonna be calling Daniel Bryan a jobber and enhancement talent.
That nigga's just a better Al Snow.
That's ridiculous. No one in their life ever wanted to be Al Snow.
Daniel Bryan he's not still hanging around to win matches. He doesn't want to win matches. He wants to put people over. He wants to be the guy.
That.
You know why? Matt can relate because they're in it for the hustle.
Wow.
Loves the game.
I love this shit. You know what I mean?
Daniel Bryan loves this shit.
Magic, all them ball playing niggas.
Yeah,
nigga like me, man.
For the hustle.
Yeah, you love it right now. couple days ago, he was shaking. Man, shit.
See what it looked like around here.
I gotta send all this shit.
You see what it looked like.
We got mediums over here. We got this shit came in fucked up over here.
Shit flew out. We blew it out.
Shit came through quick though. Super cool. Hey,
I'm just saying. But why do you love it?
For the hustle, my nigga. I love this shit, cuz.
Daniel Bryan.
What the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
That's Shane McMahon's remix.
Wow,
that is a remix.
If that nigga come down, he come down to the ring.
Hey, Queen P drink like us.
Facts.
She drink like we do.
Facts.
Shout out to her. Jesus Christ.
Man. Okay,
so yeah, for real.
Drip, what you drinking? Gatorade?
Gatorade.
You getting prepared for the whole video? You preparing yourself?
I got
the whole video.
I'll be there.
It's about to be live.
Charlemagne. Are we live, Charlemagne?
You say that shit now. Wait till Hovio.
Wait till Hovio for real. So I guess the final match. I get as of right now. The final match on the card is the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre defending against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston. After y'all, wait, before we did y'all like that gauntlet match for Monday?
I'm okay with a gauntlet matches, period. So I guess so, yeah.
It was dope.
I'll say it's hard. Gauntlet. It's a good concept. I mean, it's hard to top what happened back in 2018 with the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Johnson, and since that happened before the Elimination Chamber, that feels like they like go back to that, you know.
Did you watch the gauntlet match last year?
Or 2019. 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
I can't remember. No.
Yeah, the
that is true. But that's different. That's one man. That's a better storytelling match. The gauntlet match was like real, like they had two great matches back to back.
Yeah.
I think you should go back and watch that gauntlet.
No, I definitely need to go back. No, I definitely need to go back and watch it. I'm saying, but like that was set up for him to like run the actual gauntlet. The Seth Rollins thing was like on the fly that he went the full hour with Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Watch that match might be some good content. I'm just gonna be honest. I hate to produce the show on the show, but that might be.
I need to rewatch it though.
We'll talk about it.
We all do, Cal. Let's move on.
Absolutely.
Drip, can you get that date and email it to me, please? It feels like it was forever ago. Thank you.
It was.
Is Drew McIntyre losing the title?
No. The Miz is losing the case that night.
The case?
Yes. He's going to be eliminated first, and then he's going to cash in.
He's not in. He's not in the
that's right. That's right.
I do want him to cash in though.
And they bought up Kofi Mania. Up Kofi Mania, so that nigga's definitely not winning.
No, he's not winning. Kofi's not winning.
Of course not.
He might be the first out.
I remember what I said last week. I said it was stupid last week that they had him in the match when he had the briefcase.
No, fact.
That's a fact.
It felt like, well, that's the thing. It felt like Raw was course correcting a lot of that stuff, but it was right about the Miz, but I was wrong about Lacey Evans because she actually had a whole IRL pregnancy. I thought they were just saying, this doesn't make any sense right now, but no, she in fact, they destroyed the angle.
Line of Space Mountain.
The fact that they still had to say, "Is it Ric Flair's baby?" is what kills me.
I can't.
It's what happened.
I wish it was because he could still be like oldest ride, like
Jesus,
longest.
That's an old man.
Don't be upset because they tore Old Space Mountain down. Like
that's an old man. Is it his? He can still do that.
He should be home.
This man survived a plane crash. He can do anything. He can't die.
Hey, get him backstage.
Just understand right now in pro wrestling, every news story that comes out of there involves Florida man.
Every
single news story.
Every one of them is Florida man. I think Drew's going to retain the title.
Yeah,
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
Probably will lead to a Miz cash in.
I hope so.
But either way, I don't know if any of these guys. It's weird. This is their main event scene.
I think AJ is going to do it.
AJ's going to win the WWE Championship,
and then we get AJ Edge. That would make sense to me. A first time ever.
So you're not doing
crack, don't you?
You're not doing Roman Edge?
I don't think they do Roman Edge now.
AJ Edge. So who did So Edge had the big spear on AJ in the Rumble.
That they can run that angle back. Remember, Edge and Christian and AJ had history in TNA. They won't acknowledge that, but they can say something like alluding to it.
They might.
You might be on something, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but I will say AJ to win.
Where do you see AJ going with that Mania?
Rematch.
With who? Shinsuke?
Almost. Oh
no.
Hey.
With Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
A rematch with Nick Aldis.
After that, if they're gonna give AJ a title and not have it be Edge, they gotta do Ricochet and AJ on.
I don't know what the fuck Queen P is drinking, but that shit like it's good.
No, because I'm hearing Nick Aldis. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
He said
that's what he talks about Drew McIntyre. That's Nick Aldis to him.
Okay, that's all that was. That's
it looked like the same person.
Yeah, he's racist.
He's racist.
Nah, but I'm black.
Oh, he's black. That's
not
what
possible.
And racist.
You can't be racist and black. Anyway. Tell him. I'm throwing the whole VO fest.
You are throwing the whole VO.
It's a celebration.
Low key.
Hey, brother Mav, how many white friends you got?
Drip.
The fact that you know how many white friends you got.
Drip dad.
He's not He's not
right,
racist.
Mike.
That ain't the same person.
Drip
Dad and White Mike ain't the same dude.
No, you know White Mike.
Not that White Mike, the other one.
No, the other White Mike.
And not Semper Vivi.
Semper Vivi.
Yeah.
Third White Mike.
AC.
Who?
Nah, it's all fair.
My bad. My bad.
Wow.
I thought I heard Lacey.
My bad.
No, definitely not. She's trash.
My bad.
No, that's fam.
Who you think the father is? Nah.
That's funny. That's the pay-per-view right now. I'm assuming they're going to be there's no tag team matches.
It's weird. That means they're going to cram everything in on Friday. Like if there are more,
Even.
What'd you say, Drip?
They said something about the Matrix and he was stuck.
Right at Hell in a Cell.
He was like this.
Yeah. They had the Hell in a Cell match. There was like 3 Hell in a Cell matches, and that card only had 2 other matches. Remember, we talked about that before.
Yeah, but
so when you have like the big stipulation matches, those are gonna like take up the entire show.
But the thing is that it's 5 matches with 1 match that is not happening right now. Is my only thing. Like,
and that would be what women's match. So.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to figure something out. Like, what is Sasha's doing? Nothing right now. She's just waiting for Bianca to say something.
Sasha is dancing with
Reginald.
The goddamn with the Street Profits.
Oh, that's right. That did happen.
Sasha's about to take Reginald in, and they're gonna relax, and she's gonna end up. I don't want to see Hill. I don't.
But then what? What happens? So she aligns herself.
I'm out of here.
What happened? What happened?
I mean,
I don't want to see Hill versus face. But they're gonna go heel versus face. She's gonna play the heel. That's the best Sasha is the heel.
against Bianca.
Against Bianca.
Right. So Sasha is gonna be Carmella.
That's the only time that's ever been said.
No, well, Carmella's whole style was ripped from Sasha.
Chump. Her whole style was chump.
It's chump. So she's gonna go back to being, you know what I mean, the boss, because she's not really the boss now. She's a face. So she's gonna be a boss. She's gonna, facts.
Who did Bianca throw over that box?
Carmella.
Was it Carmella?
Yep.
Yes. That was amazing.
She beat the shit out of Dana Brooke, and then she threw Carmella over the thing.
Like a child.
Facts.
Yeah. Like a doll baby.
I don't want to see it, but
she lifted Otis.
She did.
She put him on her back. Yeah, she walked with that man.
Carried Otis like her name was Tucker.
Oh no!
Wow.
Fucking
wow. Yo, what happened to Tucker? Yo, rest in peace, Tucker. Yo, that's messed up.
No,
that's messed up.
Where is he?
He been chasing R-Truth. Hey yo, real.
Yo, you gotta chill.
He's accurate.
R-Truth, yo, has to chill. R-Truth consistently over the last 2 weeks. Because he's been doing things around Damian Priest, like not involved with Damian Priest, but he's been around. He was when Bad Bunny won the championship. Shout out to the champ, who's probably going to lose it on SNL this week. Shout out to
more than likely.
That would be dope. That would
more
be
than
dope.
likely.
This nigga keep calling Damian Priest DP. Hey, shout out to my nigga P for knowing what DP is.
Ain't
But
nothing wrong with DP.
Nah, that's gross. It's gross.
For some people.
No, it's gross. It's gross.
Wait.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, wait. This man said shout to his man.
Ghostbusters set the rules.
You said shout out to your man who said you would know what that means. Like you were like tunnel buddies or like.
Yeah, that's
I don't
gross.
know what you talk about, G. You are wilding right now.
Tunnel buddies is very funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tunnel buddies is amazing.
Wait.
But no, this nigga R-Truth keeps getting.
See, this is why I don't drink.
DP over.
I don't drink. It's
He
funny.
don't drink Moscato.
The nigga asked Charlie Caruso. She DP. And Charlie Caruso said, I love DP.
She didn't know what he was talking about.
How do we know that though?
See, because that's it. All right. Even if it's raw talk, I can't. In my heart of hearts, I can't believe that they wrote a DP joke into Raw Talk. I think she did. She doesn't know what he's talking about. She assumed she didn't know what the hell that was. Povio Fest is next week, my guy. But what I'm saying is, I cannot believe that they did that on purpose. I can't.
I don't think they did it on purpose.
But they ran it back. R-Truth just called Damian Priest DP when he lost the belt to Bad Bunny.
Who else was up there? There was somebody else. Who were they interviewing in that clip? Because they kind of laughed a little bit when he said it.
JBL. I thought they was there with JBL. Because it was a panel. It was a kickoff panel. Right?
No. I thought it was on Raw Talk.
Let me see.
Video. Yeah. Charlie Caruso DP comment on Raw
I'm
Talk
like that.
goes
Like, I'm
viral.
looking that up.
Oh, they were interviewing Damian Priest. That's who it was. But I think when she said whatever she said about DP, Truth laughed a little bit, and I think Damian Priest laughed a little bit too. But she didn't know what the hell was going on.
She know what she.
Fam, it's no.
I can't believe it.
Out now, DP on television.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
It's Raw Talk.
You crazy.
On brand.
You crazy for that.
It's on brand. Facts.
Before we head on out, I have to ask Drip. I don't know if you had a white noise for this week, but I needed.
And then go there eating chocolate chip cookies.
I'm surprised you're here. I know after it seemed like Sunday.
Death in the family. Yeah, I've had a death in the family.
He had a rough 2 weeks.
After TakeOver, I know you were tweeting like I don't know what happened. I told myself I was gonna try and watch TakeOver. It ended up not happening. So somebody got super kicked in the chest is what I saw though.
No, I talked to him after the match.
Kyle O'Reilly, but
Kylie Watson.
Yeah, I talked to Davis after he got super kicked. I said,
Kyle
Davis,
O'Reilly.
how you doing? I said, Davis, you see what you happened to your man? The nigga Davis was like,
I mean, it's already late in the show. I'll do this on somewhere else, but I'll devote the whole hour.
Dude.
No, I'm saying I could go on for it, but the Undisputed Era seems to have been broken up because that son of a bitch, Adam Cole, jealous of Kyle O'Reilly. Like he's always been. I had a real white noise in terms of I was gonna call it that asshole from Barstool for having the Rasslin Podcast,
No. We don't even need to worry about that.
who?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Any nigga on the boat.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Really, the Undisputed Era breaking up. I mean, it's heartbreaking.
But Drip.
It was time.
No.
That was it.
Like Terry Funk said, forever.
What were they doing? What were they doing? That had any substance to it?
Brotherhood. Being
was out here like this.
Throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
Gang banging.
Gang.
Gang banging.
And
You
And deep. You know what? Let's get out of here.
No. But see, this is because I was supposed to say she took my line. She took
for
my
real.
line. That is
For real. That's crazy. So it's a wrap for UE. I can't believe
Seems like it, but they can get a solid 6 to 9 months out storytelling wise out of this. I think they're burning it a little too fast.
Hey, shout out to my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Pat McAfee for definitely pissing on their grave. He definitely was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about."
Good.
Yes, he is,
fuck
yo.
Pat McAfee.
Wow.
I would fuck Pat McAfee.
Wow.
But you was just rock. How do you rock with what's his name? Robert Fish?
Bobby Fish and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong.
How?
Bobby Crab Cakes.
But you know what I mean? How does it fuck Pat McAfee, but you rock with them?
Because of the Undisputed Era.
I don't get it.
Okay.
The greatest faction of all time.
Back to you, Cal.
Wow.
So I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it.
Thank you.
In February, with the New Day still walking this earth.
Wow.
God dang it. You are out your cotton picking mind. You know what I mean? You are out. Hey, Davis, you are out your cotton. Matter of fact,
these white folks crazy.
Facts. Nah, that's facts. This nigga crazy. This nigga's crazy.
Masters of the War Games match. Held for an.
No, he's still talking. No, he's talking. No. With New Day still walking this earth, he's still talking. Watch this.
Adam Cole had the longest reign of the NXT champion. Kyle O'Reilly, 3-time NXT Tag Team champion.
Hey, listen,
matches
thought
of the year.
Niggas thought Kyle O'Reilly was ready to die the other night, nigga.
Yeah. I woke up because I didn't watch NXT, and I wake up and everybody's literally, that man dead. I seen them have a seizure and everything. He was dying.
Yeah, they said seizure. I'm like, he has diabetes, but I'm like, I don't think it'd be caused
medical records.
You know, he got the sugar.
Everybody in my family got diabetes, nigga. We good.
You know what's fun? Everybody is so smart until a really good worker does a story, and then because that was all I saw Thursday morning was oh shit.
Isn't that the shitty thing about wrestling, where you want to believe something's real, then it's nope, it's fake. It's like, oh fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You got to just.
Cal, you said it. Cal, you wrote a review about The Wrestler a couple of weeks on your letterbox, and you said
right.
It's hard to be a wrestling fan after watching something like that. Granted, that's fictionalized as well, but it's kind of based in reality. Again, you watch Beyond the Mat, and you can see Jake the Snake Roberts live a similar life.
Crackhead.
No, he was smoking.
And that's like, and that is true. He did.
He was smoking big coke.
He showed up to a match hoping to get paid in crack. So
yeah, crack.
I made
Chris
sure.
We said if they don't give him crack, he won't show up.
Or am I thinking of Razor Ramon?
No, you're correct.
What of them?
No, probably him too.
It's probably Pilly Ocean. I mean,
Pilly Ocean is funny.
Caribbean fiend.
I'm getting out of here. I'm out.
Sorry.
Get out of my dreams.
I'm out.
He said, "Get out of my dreams and get into my car." Like, what?
Pilly Ocean is hilarious. Before we get out of here, we have to let the people know who, and that's the thing. Kristen left, so I don't know who her Black Rass of the week will be, but
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is the Black Rass of the week. P, do you have a Black Rass of the week? Who would that be?
I'm gonna say Naomi. I'm always gonna choose a woman, by the way, but I'm gonna choose Naomi because she came back. She's really been doing her thing.
And she did a challenge. She did the challenge this week.
She did, and I'm mad that Lana was in that. Like,
but you're a Lana fan.
Everybody else was. Everybody else was.
I could be a Lana fan and be realistic and be like, you had no place in that busted challenge.
Nah, she wasn't. She wasn't supposed to be there.
I wish I knew TikTok. I really want to do the busted challenge, but I don't know how to use TikTok. I'm too old.
Well, I think it's a rap. It's a rap.
Cousin, a niece, or something.
No, it's never too old. It's never too old to bust it.
You gonna teach me TikTok? I'm 31. I'm old.
You need like a 13-year-old girl or something to teach you TikTok. Honestly, those are the ones who
tell nobody I'm gonna do this.
Drip.
Right.
Drip, you close to a 13-year-old girl.
Damn, that sounds crazy too.
See, this man's so mad. I called him 48. That's why.
Damn, he's not 48. That's
I'm not.
I know he's.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Tabo ho.
Tabo ho is funny as shit.
Terrible. Fam, you got a Black Rass of the week? God damn.
Hey man, my man's went ahead and did it. As old Timberland Yoda marry him, I'm going to go with my nigga Keith Lee.
Keef.
Jump out the way.
FLEE. Keith Lee.
How about you, man?
I'm gonna go. I got two niggas this week. I'm gonna go Swerve Scott.
Word.
And then I'm gonna go what's his name? Drip? Leon Ruff.
Ooh,
that was a good match.
Nice.
That was a good match.
I heard good things about that match.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Drip.
Again, I'll go with who I went last week. Wes Lee, one half of MSK, Dusty Cup winners. Me and Son of Mars' Tethereds.
Jesus.
Stop plugging your shit on here.
They're really good. Y'all gonna start a podcast? That's terrible.
They should.
I think my Black Rass of the week is gonna be Butch Reed, only because we recently had a conversation about the WCW figures, and his was the perfect one, and he had the fist, and he had the open hand, and he just bam.
Yeah,
he was giving the nigga a choice. You want to poke your hand?
He's gonna choke you.
I was about to say.
Or he about to punch the shit out of you. It's one of the two.
Hey. That's how niggas. Nigga, boy.
I was gonna say something, but never mind.
Yeah, nigga fight over some E&J. That's how.
Nah, it's still Black History Month, Drip.
Yeah, it is. I do have a wild take, but I'm saving it for next week.
My man. Respectfully.
Thank you.
Respectfully.
Let's bring Mike on here.
Stupid. All right, before we get out of here, please, Pete, thank you for coming through. You and Krista really appreciated your energy.
You for having me.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'm glad we can make it happen. For people who are just being introduced to you,
drinking out of the, is that Moscato out
the bottle? Moscato out the bottle.
That might be the name.
That might be the name of the episode. Moscato.
I got work still. I got work in the morning too. So like,
this shorty gonna come over later. She ain't gonna act right. Cancel this bitch.
Wait, P, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the pod, all that good stuff.
So you can follow me personally at Queen3_PR, but you can follow those wrestling girls on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Episodes every other Monday. We have one coming out this Monday, actually. We just dropped our Bianca Belair episode, so make sure you check that out.
The only black podcast, the only black wrestling podcast that doesn't drop on Friday.
Right.
Really?
Everybody else be like payday, nigga.
Yeah, facts.
No, we want you to start your week off with us.
That's smart.
Yes.
That's smart.
But can I just say that Krista B and I have been on a lot of podcasts recently, and this is the most fun that I've had on another podcast.
You'll be back next week. Don't worry.
Like 100%. Yes.
You'll be back for the whole VO.
So are y'all gonna come on our show?
Absolutely.
Oh, you wanted to get canceled?
Yeah. Last episode alert. Yeah.
I can do it.
Our series finale.
Facts. Let's go.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I'm with it. No, I'm definitely with it. Fellas, as always, where can the people find y'all on the social medias?
Hey man, IlFam79 on your social media choice, aka
Brother Fam.
You know what I mean?
Oh, spicy.
Yeah, you already know. But more importantly, at Where's Buffy, where'sbuffy.com every single week. You know what it is, man. Rest in peace, Prince Marky D. God,
that's a fact. Him and Caleb Braxton got the same OnlyFans management company and shit. At Math Damon. That's it. HOVO Fest next week.
Facts. Live.
Big champagne for my son.
Facts.
My oldest son.
Man,
my whitest son.
It'll be dope.
Big champagne for my whitest son.
And the whitest son is me, Davis, at Davis aka Drip on Twitter, Davis Golden DC on Instagram, the undisputed stat guy, the JYBR BRP, the Mr. Thursday Night.
Oh shit! I hear you. HOVO.
HOVO yo. That's funny. HOVO yo is funny. I'm at Cal on Twitter. At Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is the website. And as always, you can find the Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we there. youtube.com/c/Black Rasslin. You can see amazing episodes like this and more. Get those numbers up, like, comment, rate, subscribe, all that shit. Let them know. And again, next week, HOVO Fest is going down live here on YouTube. Drop in. We got some fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
The HOVO Fest is lit. Make sure you're there early.
He said lit.
Early.
What time is what time are we going live? 8?
What time?
8:05?
8 a.m. to 9 p.m. 12 hours straight.
No, I got work.
Yo, I like the energy, Drip.
I got work. I
do this.
He wild. We out. We'll catch y'all next week. Again, tune in. HOVO Fest. Bong bong.
I told y'all niggas.